But if you're going to sit there and write this whole list about how you're doing this for this person and your women's rights and the honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, you don't know this Dr. Martin Luther King didn't ask for any of this shit. He wasn't twerking when he was saying his speech. So how are you honoring this man by doing this shit when he was doing none of that at all?
Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts. You know, MLK, he marched on Washington. He delivered his I Have a Dream speech on Washington. And now someone wants to keep his dream alive by having a twerk on Washington.
Oh, God.
Not even. That's stop it. God damn it. Stop it. Stop it. I can't stop it. Shit, she won't stop. Shit. God damn it. I can't stop the
twerk that won't stop.
I can't stop the twerk. I cut this shit off. What's that?
You got a twerk virus, you got.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's people, it's not even a good twerk.
It's your girl, Shayna.
Look at that twerk all over the place. Twerk all flicked.
Get that under control.
Yeah. Man. That's like the goddamn Quasimodo of ass twerking right there.
How you got Quasimodo and ass in the same sentence?
In the same sentence. I ain't telling my girl looks bad. I'm just saying that's a flicked ass twerk right there. Keep in mind, this is a twerk for MLK Day on a Black Lives Matter page. I don't know if this is the official BLM page. I hope not. But this is a twerk for Brother Martin Luther King.
I don't think he asked for any of this.
Keeping the dream alive with ass. Keep our body clean, you know. I think that this is Martin Luther King actually sampled in that. I got a dream, got a dream, got a dream. People.
She got it all wrong.
You need to read that the statement.
I'll read that statement. Before I read that statement, I think Brother Mark could say it better himself.
Will you ignorant niggas please shut the hell up?
Damn.
People, that is from the episode of the Boondocks that featured Martin Luther King. If he was still alive today, to see what's going on out there, and I'd be goddamn if that episode ain't slowly coming to fruition.
This is what I got all those ass whoopings for.
Great episode. Great episode.
People, let me read to you what they said up here.
Oh,
justify what you just saw. Twerk on Washington is a declaration of freedom and healing, advocating for the decolonization of over-sexualizing black women's bodies to reclaim an ancient sacred dance, our dances of liberation and wellness, sampling the I Have a Dream by the great Dr. Martin Luther King, delivered during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. The shame of traditional African practices is not ours. Trauma is kept in the body. Shake it off by apparently shaking your ass. Let me just say this. I'm not going to lose my mind right now. I'm not going to gasp and get offended by this. I'm not going to tell anybody how to express themselves. But this shit is trifling as right here. Y'all know it. Y'all know it, man. Come on. Come on. Don't you dare sit up here and try to use feminism and women's bodies and black culture to justify this shit. This shit is tacky as know this. You know this. Because let me tell you, I ain't judging at all. I like twerking. I like ass. It's what for dinner sometimes. I like ass as much as anybody else. I ain't offended by anybody with their sexual dances. I like titties, ass, and everything else. I ain't passing no judgment. I might have feelings about things, but I ain't passing no judgment on nothing. The thing though that I don't like is that every time, and I'm gonna put it back on here, every time, somebody's out there, they got a sexualized dance or a sexualized way of dressing. There are people who want to act like that's always a feminist issue or a statement of power or a black issue that cannot be criticized. This is my expression of freedom. This is, if you feel that this is wrong, that's on you. If you can't accept sexual freedom and identity, then that's on you. I have no problem with any of that, man. I think I was the one that had somebody crazy. They did a children's show about a man with a long penis that saves the day in every episode. It's a children's show. I said, maybe we should be a little more progressive out thinking about sex. People got mad at me for saying that. So look, I ain't got nothing against sex and people's sexual expression. But the thing is, man, there's a time and there's a place for everything. And this right here, talking about twerking for Martin Luther King, and the man ain't even here to say anything about it. Man, come on. Again, nothing against twerking, but that's kind of tacky, man. Yeah, it's tacky and it's tasteless.
It is.
Yeah.
It is tacky. And, again, if this is how you want to express yourself for Martin Luther King on your own, ball means it's your right to do it. I mean, go for it, whatever. However you want to phrase it and put it, that is on you. I'm not here to judge any of that shit. I can just turn away and do what I do. But if you're going to sit there and write this whole list about how you're doing this for this person and your women's rights and the honor of Dr. Martin Luther King, you don't know this Dr. Martin Luther King didn't ask for any of this shit. He wasn't twerking when he was saying his speech. So how are you honoring this man by doing this shit when he was doing none of that at all? I'm confused, Whatever he did is private side, sure. But what he's known for is marching and giving these inspirational speeches and teaching non-hate, and non-violence.
Is that, again, people want to, they want to take this and they want to make it a feminist issue. Don't tell me how to express my sexuality in my body. Or again, they want to make it a black issue right here. You don't know what Martin Luther King wanted. I'm doing this. This is my way of honoring the great Dr. Martin Luther King. They want to make it a statement of power, issue of power. This is how we take our sexuality back, and this is how we empower our sexuality. Sure, but all that motherfucking nonsense has a place and a time, and it ain't here. Because I tell you why. Because Martin Luther King was about not only freedom. Martin Luther King was not only about equal rights, but he was also, I feel, in this kind of case, he's like, carry yourself with respect. And I'm not saying that, it's disrespectful for you to twerk, but when you're doing this, you kind of you're not doing this for Martin Luther King. You're doing this for yourself because you like twerking, and you're making a mockery out of you mixing it in with the song and twerking and everything. You're making a mockery out of his speech. You're making a mockery out of his image. You're making a mockery out of his legacy. You're not, the twerking I don't have a problem with. It's when you're doing this as a joke and you're doing this in some sexualized, fetishy kind of way. You're not carrying yourself in the best image. And Martin Luther King, I can tell you right now, Martin Luther King would look at this and he said, girl, if you don't put on some pants and take your ass up there and quit acting a goddamn fool. And that's pretty much what I was saying. You look at what he stood for and what you're doing. Do you see any similarities in the two? No.
You don't. So why are you sitting there claiming that this is for him? And, you know what I mean? It's silly.
You're doing a sexualized fetish kind of dance in the name of a man who would have told you, girl, go put some clothes on and come back when you can act right. Because right now what you're doing is you're doing this to get attention for yourself. You're not doing this for the greater good of my cause.
And that's the bottom line right there, right?
Yeah.
Do something that would honor the man. I don't think this would have honored him at all.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be out there. Go on, girl, shake that ass from Dr. Martin Luther King. No, he ain't gonna say that. That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly, man.
That guy was a pastor and everything too.
Yeah, he's a pastor and everything. That's another thing. Yeah, Reverend Martin Luther King.
This guy was religious.
Reverend Martin Luther King out there talking about, he's talking about, I have a dream about, everybody having equal rights. I have a dream about everybody out there having freedom, and you out there using your freedom to do what? Be tacky as fuck and use his name in a way that mocks him. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but at the same time, let's not get it twisted. Martin Luther King had this thing on the side too.
Nah, yeah, like Oz said, that's the bottom line. It just like, really, let's just, Oz, you said it, man. You said it, and
everybody knows this shit.
But he put it very simply. Twerking and Martin Luther King, those are things that just don't go together.
Not even in the same sentence, just like
stick to peanut butter and chocolate. Do that.
Yeah. Peanut butter and chocolate, not twerking, and brother Martin Luther King. Don't need that, y'all.
Don't do that.
Don't mean to be harping on the girl. Twerk. You're good looking girl. You got ass. That's cool. Do what you got to do. But this is just not the place.
She wanted the attention. She got the attention.
And she got the attention. But I don't. If I got to give a negative attention for it, just don't do this. Don't do this.
There's no bad marketing. That's what she said.
Don't. Yeah, there's no. Apparently not.
I love the way she climbs the stairs.
I know. She like a little baby. She look like a little baby trying to climb the steps. Trying to learn how to walk. Oh, people. There you go.